When I was 19 years old, me and my girlfriend decided, you know what? Let's be independent. Let's pick all of the stuff up in Illinois and move to Florida. And let's live alone, right? We're old, we're adults. This would be a great decision, right?
Wrong.
We ended up moving to a luxury apartment complex in Cape Coral, Florida, and oh my God, I hope you're ready. This would end up being one of the worst decisions that we ever made because one, we never saw the property. We didn't know exactly what it entailed, and boy, were we in for a surprise. So I signed on to the lease, again, naive. I didn't know how an apartment search needed to work. I didn't tour, I didn't even look at the place. I just saw the videos, saw the photos, talked with the leasing agent. Next thing I knew, I was signing my life away. I'll give you the highs first, and then I'll bring it to you fast, but the first thing, this was a brand new apartment complex, brand new apartments, brand new amenities, brand new everything, right? We would be the first people to move in. How awesome, right? Wrong. When we moved in, everything was great for like the first month or two aside from where we were. Cape Coral was really boring, but you know what? The apartment was cool. As far as the amenities, we had a pool table, we had a pool, we had a gym, we had like a fitness area. It was really nice. People were nice, we were making friends, and then the people started to really come in. When the people started to come in, I genuinely think the place just was extremely understaffed and they couldn't maintain the cleanliness or their own amenities. And then there were some badass little kids that would decide to break the pool sticks, trash the place, and just leave the place really gross. To give you an idea, I think there was maybe 1 or 2 maintenance workers for the entire apartment complex with maybe 1,000 units. That's an overstatement, definitely wasn't 1,000, but you guys get the idea. There was a lot of people that were living there. So the first thing that the apartment decided to do was take away the pool sticks to our pool table. Absolutely insane. Instead of installing cameras, they decided, you know what, the amenity is there, but you guys gotta figure it out. The gym was great too as well until I lifted the leg extension once and it snapped and they never replaced it, even up until the point where we moved out, which was a year later. The worst part about it easily was the cleanliness. There was dog poop literally everywhere. Dog poop in the elevator, dog pee in the elevator. There was spit in the elevator. It was really, really gross. And I brought this up to the leasing office too as well multiple times and they literally did nothing about it. Finally, they hired one more maintenance worker and it got a little bit better to the point where I wasn't seeing as much dog poop, but it was still really gross. The people there were extremely gross, literally spitting on the elevator buttons, kicking the elevator buttons, or just throwing their trash all over the elevator. And that's the one elevator that pretty much every single person on that side of the complex had to use. There was an instance, and me and my girlfriend were out of town when this happened, but it was all over the news. One of the residents was on their balcony yelling at another resident for parking super close to another person's car. Basically told the girl, if you don't move your car, I'm gonna make you move your car. This was all on video surveillance too, so I actually got to watch it. Basically, this guy threatens the girl. She doesn't do anything about it, so then he comes out and pulls a pew-pew on her. Insane. This girl freaks out, calls the cops. He basically gets arrested. I don't know if he still ended up living there after the point because about a month or 2 later, me and my girlfriend were finally free to leave. So we did just that. They offered us a renewal offer at this apartment for $100 less than what we were paying. Not to mention we were already paying about 60% more than a lot of the other people there, which is crazy. We ended up obviously not staying. We moved to West Palm Beach, which has been great. And about a couple weeks after that point, I took a look at the website to see what they were renting our apartment out at, $700 less per month. And the final cherry on top is they tried charging me $2,700 to repaint the entire apartment. I left that apartment spick and span. Thankfully, thank God, I took video evidence of everything. So they ended up sending me back my security deposit and that $2,700 magically went away. That was my apartment horror story. Do your best to try to guess what company you think I rented from. I would never do it again. Peace.